It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. Next on Madden NFL 25.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Justin Hopkins out, ready to send this away. And off we go from Dallas. Return starts from the 16. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State fourth-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, well, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
Opening play, and Dak's gonna throw. Escapes the pocket. Stepping up, and he's gonna run. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
It's caught, Ferguson. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Running for the marker on second. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Pass is caught at the 9. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down after a decent gain. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up second and goal.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the 1. Dowdle. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
After winning the national title at Clemson and early success at Houston, there's no question that Deshaun's career has been slowed by some injuries and other challenges. But when he is on the field, at every level he's ever played, he's just got a calm. And that calm comes with the trusting of talent that he has in himself. He knows how to run, he knows how to throw, and when he's available, he's still a difference maker.
Quick to the air, here's Watson. Got a man, it's Njoku. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. They're trying an option play left side on first down. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Second and 3. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And some great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up second and 2.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Here's Chubb on second down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now it becomes a critical third down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun, Watson. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
On 1st down, they'll run. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. To throw is Prescott. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys about set to take over. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air. Prescott after that pick. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Handoff on 2nd and short. This one goes for 3 yards. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. 1st down, here's Dak. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. And the Browns return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
2nd drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that 1st drive ended in a punt. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play action, it's Watson. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson. That one complete to Njoku. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
1st down, and they go right back to him. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 23. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. This throw is caught.
You know, kid, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and just 2 to go. Sticking to the air with Watson. Cowboys rushing in and they bring him down. Defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Pretty even match in this 1st half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Carlson's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Turpin with a return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run here on first down. And he'll do what he can. That carry gets to the 35-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Dak now from the gun. Ferguson's got it, complete. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
From the 39. He's got time here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Finds him on the slant. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Browns getting their offense out there. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Ball at the 33 for first down. From the gun, it's Ford. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Watson. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Connection made to Judy. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Watson to throw it. On the slant, complete to Judy. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Chubb going for the marker. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Browns are lined up to punt. Kavontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They kick the running back in motion. Finds a seam down the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10, Prescott. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. It's caught. Ferguson. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And the Browns bringing out some extra defensive backs. We've got dime on third down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. From the gun, Watson. Got him in, it's Njoku. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives the Browns a first.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Chubb on the give, headed left. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Browns trailing on the scoreboard. Offense to the line for second down. Watson. That one complete to Njoku. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Third and short, it's Watson. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First and 10. Here's Watson. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 37. Short pass brought in. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Sticking to the air with Watson. He'll get this complete to Chubb. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Second and 3 now. From the 21. Pass is caught at the 9. And all he needed was one more stride. He's at the 2-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Ford runs it in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take the lead just before halftime. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
On is Hopkins for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns push their lead to 3.
Cowboys 14.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. This is taken in at the 13. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys are ready to go on offense a final time in this first half. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. So that's halftime here in this one. The Browns on the road, but currently in front. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. To return, Jerome Ford. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Browns and quarterback Deshaun Watson gearing up for their next series. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Working from the gun, Watson. Finding Judy. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. The give inside to Chubb. He'll cobble together a yard there. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That one gains 7. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Watson on 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Takes off right out of the read option. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2 yards on the run, but a tough spot upcoming. We've got 3rd and 12.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Rolling left, buying some time. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. And he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
The Browns are lining up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. And this one sails out, no return on the punt. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Dak. Avoid some trouble there. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st down, here's Dak. Hits him on the out route. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Dak throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. It's caught, Ferguson. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Running for the marker on second. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Another carry for him. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Back to the well again. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys grab the lead on their first series of the half. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead, I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. Got a man, it's Njoku. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
On is Hopkins for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns push their lead to 3.
Cowboys 21.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Turpin with a return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Prescott here from the gun. Flush down out to his left. Now here he goes. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They give it to him again. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. This time it's a passing play. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun is Prescott. Catch is made down the right sideline. play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
1st and 10, Prescott. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Now Dak to throw. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Ford on the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. First and 10 now from the 30. Slot receiver headed left. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Again, it's Chubb. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Throw reeled in by Njoku. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Watson scrambles
It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Chubb here on first down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Here's Chubb on second down. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's an important kick now for Dustin Hopkins. It's about 43 yards for him. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards, 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Throw complete to Lamb. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Here's Dak. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Play action, Prescott. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's the handoff. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He'll throw it. Setting up the screen. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Cowboys field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
A kick they needed, but it's no good as it sails too far right. And they can't push the lead beyond a field goal.
Kate, they had a chance to take a field goal out of the picture, and I don't know how I can quantify this other than hope. Now you've provided hope for that opponent because they know just get themselves into range and they can take care of business on their end.
Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time, so it'll be 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson. That one complete to Njoku. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Chubb going for the marker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They're going to run for it with Chubb. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. And they do not get a desperately needed 1st down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
The Cowboys offense headed out there. They left a few on the table their last time out, Bronx, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys holding just a 1-point advantage. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Second and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
2nd down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. The give here on 2nd. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. This is why it's called a victory formation. He takes a knee and the seconds tick away towards a win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
4th down now. Another kneel would stop the clock and turn it over. Let's see what they do here. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the 2nd half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.